What's going on, everyone? Figured I'll get this at the close stream started just a couple minutes early, just to hang out, talk about what's up, what's down, how y'all doing today? How's everyone doing? What are you buying? What are you selling? I mentioned I sold my K-Web, so I'm out of that puppy. Let's bring up DD. What's DD doing? Bigger chart. We're down to what, like 20% in DD today? Aye. All right, stop going down. Actually, you found a floor in DD. There is something that to be said for that. I think, right? Something to be said for that. You've got support. What about the other ones? What about YMM? Oh, that one's rebounded. And BZ? Oh, 3 different charts today. Very interesting. 3 different charts, right? Same headline, right? Same news catalyst, 3 different companies. One of them, BZ, is at the low of the day or damn near the low of the day. Okay, one of them, Ford Truck Alliance, has actually come back, made up a decent part of its losses from overnight, and then DD is just sort of meandering, doing neither. It's not going down nor is going up. It's just here. It's basically flat from the open, right? What was the opening tick? 1178. All right, so we're up to 20 cents. All right, it's crazy, right? How is Baba doing? I mean, I know it's down. We all know it's down, but how is it doing in the last few minutes? Okay, so got some about the dip action a little bit. I mean, all of China is down today, obviously. How was that Weibo? It's not very often that you see a takeover rumor get refuted with like 5-10 minutes later. That's basically what happened this morning, right, in Weibo? Can you guys check them on SoFi? What about it, man? I'm long and strong. Dom, long and strong. Ouch. Is that a new all-time low? No, it is not. Okay. Well, it might be a new all-time low from when the conversion happened, right? No, it's not. The conversion happened. No, I'm back there. Okay. So, all right. The chart looks ugly. I'll have Joel take a look at this, but I'm long and strong. What up, Manny? What up, H. Roy D? Guys, it continues to amaze me how our government works, right? All right, if you're in the U.S., I say our government, right? If you're not in the U.S., the U.S. government. But so the Pentagon comes out today and they say, oh, we're canceling this Jedi contract, right? This massive $10 billion contract that Amazon was fighting for with Microsoft. It had been awarded it had been awarded to Microsoft, right? And then Amazon sued. It was a whole thing. And now the Pentagon came out today and said, okay, forget all that. We're going to cancel the contract. Nobody wins. But at the same time, we've got this other contract that we still need. Oh, and by the way, Amazon and Microsoft are the only 2 providers that are capable of providing the service for us. So we're gonna cancel this other contract and start this other one. So nobody wins this one, but go ahead and compete with it. It makes no sense, right? It makes no freaking sense. Anyway, Microsoft is flat, whatever, down 80 cents today. Amazon is trading higher. It just makes no sense. I don't understand it. Don't get it. What up, Mitch Hotch? I heard a rumor that Mitch Hotch got like no sleep last night. So I don't know how he's still working. But yeah, okay. So there's Amazon thing. No, the Pentagon thing, right? I mean, no Jedi, new contract now. What's the name of the contract now? The new one? It's let me get the name of it here. They have another stupid acronym, right? I had it and now I lost it. Damn. All right, not important. Whatever. Stupid government contracts is the point here. What else are you guys watching today? Curious what's on your radar. Actually, you know what's interesting about Amazon here is Amazon's having a great day, but it's an even better day when you compare it to like Netflix. Not Netflix, I take that back. But like the rest of Fang, right? Tech's all down, right? Look at the queues. I mean, they've staged a rally, sure. Look at Apple. Yeah. Look at Tesla. Tesla got smacked around today. Watching Tesla for a bounce? I mean, did the rest of, I mean, I don't know if they're here. Let's go. Google, let's go. All through the sector, all through Fang. Google, okay, up, quiet, whatever. Microsoft, we looked at. Amazon, we looked at. Who did we miss? Do we miss, let's go back to Apple. Bounced a little bit, yeah. Netflix, never really dipped. How about Nvidia? Has this? All right. Wait. When is this Nvidia split, guys? Is it the 22nd? Pretty sure it's the 22nd. It's a 10 for 1, right? No, 4 for 1. Sorry, 4 for 1, and I'm 90% sure it's the 22nd. Oh, I'm sorry, the 20th. There we go, 20th. I was off by 2 days. Okay, so July 20th is our date for Nvidia. Look at what's happened to Nvidia since they announced the split. Madness, right? Mark Aguilar made a boatload. Go buy a boat, Mark. Nice job. Congratulations. Oh, man. Okay, so Nvidia, they announced the split when? They announced it on May 21st, a 4 for 1 split. And look, that was that day right there. We've gone up $230. Just insane. Insane. So, do we all think that it's going to top at or before July 20th? Is that what we think? That's what I think. Right? I mean, it seems pretty obvious, doesn't it? Oh, and what about Clover today? I was watching that this morning because what they have the lockup expiration, right? Oh, okay, yeah. You could see it trying to like hold support, got a bit of a double bottom there, and then just fell through that. Today, nothing good to say here. I will maintain if you own this thing, you either stick it in a drawer and you forget that you own it for like 2 years, or you just get the hell out. We're back at par, $10. Exactly, Easy Mike. We do have test cases for the NVIDIA split. We do have precedent. We have the Apple and Tesla splits as our precedent from last year. We've seen this trick before. Trend A, does BLIN have? Why is it even up today? Was there even news on Bridge? I don't even know what the news was. I don't think there is news. Shares trading higher on abnormally higher volume. It was just what, social media, Discord, Twitter, Reddit, whatever you want to say. Pick your platform, pick your poison. Oh God. So okay, this is what I would do, and I have no position, and I have never really traded high flyers like these. But intraday chart. Okay. Where let's pull up a VWAP just for fun. We fall. Yeah, VWAP is useless on a high flyer like this. Okay. What I would want to see there. So there are 2 key levels, right? 2 key levels for me is the opening tick. So today that's 1395, and the close from Friday, and that's what 893. 893. Here's your close, right? So 893 and Now we are below today's open. We're 13.95, but we're higher than Friday's close. So I would draw a line in the sand. I know that's a long ways away, right? That's $4 away, $3.5 away. But that's a key level. You fall below that, maybe you're in trouble. You hold that level, then yeah, you could say maybe legs. These things are so crazy. Do you know how impossible it is to like predict what a stock like this is going to do? There's just nothing. There's just no way to know. He learned from the best. Who says that? PreMarket Prep in chat. Learn from the best. Oh man, yeah, you can't. Exactly, Mike. You can't. You can't do it. It is hard to control your. That is like the one thing I've learned from like Joel and Dennis over the years. Is like it is so hard to control your risk. It looks amazing, right? It looks amazing. This thing went from like 3 to 12 to 13. How high did it get today? It got to 14. It went from 3 to 14. Amazing. Triple your money in a couple of days, right? So hard to predict. So hard to control your risk. I don't know. All right. A couple minutes and I'll get Joel on here and then we'll get a real expert on. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. I missed you guys. You know, we had no shows on Monday. It was a long weekend and I missed hanging out with y'all. So I just wanted to hop on a few minutes early and, you know, just do this pretty much. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? I had a list written down. Oh, I wanted to talk about Nextdoor. What was the spec? I'm going to have to do a keyword search because I remember KVSB. That's right. KVSB. So they've got like the sexy company, right? That's part one. Merge with sexy company that has brand recognition. Nextdoor has that. Check. Tech startup. Check. But the degrees of pops, like if this were February or December, right? This thing would have gotten to like 12, 13, 14. No? I think so. I mean, this stands out as like a noticeable pop, and we couldn't even get to $11, right? It just goes to show that these pops are getting small. If you get them, smaller and smaller and smaller. Thank you, Manny. Missed us also. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate that. And yeah, and Mike, I can speak for the the long term investment worthiness of these crazy movers, right? Whether it's BLIN, whether it's Marin, I agree with you. If history has taught me nothing, it is that within odds are in a couple weeks or a couple months, we will have all forgotten about these and we'll move on with their lives. But for the moment, they are hot. I'm always reminded of the what was that one with KBio, right? Is it still trading? KBI, is it KBIOQ? That was a Skrelly stock, right? I don't think it's off the board now. But that was a crazy one for a while. There's always you miss Joel. We miss Joel, not Spencer. That's funny. All right, Joel's getting his camera set up, and as soon as he does, we're good to go. But Joel, your camera's not working for the moment, so let's fix that. That's funny. It's funny, Travis. We missed Joel. Okay, back to my scanner. All right, NEGG, your top gainer of the day. Newegg Commerce. Man, every day there. I mean, like, look, there was always crazy movers every day, but it does seem like there are more crazy movers every day than ever. Like from a half dozen to a dozen. And they're not just one day moves now. They're like 1 week moves. It's pretty crazy. All right. Joel's here. Joel, can you tell your camera guy I see your wall is showing up? I see the end of your wall. All right, Joel's going to do that, and I'm going to bring him on and just start the At the Close show. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Whoa, good afternoon.
Oh boy, I do have to fix things down here. Got rid of some stuff down here, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to work on this. So what's going on?
Oh, no,
Mr. Technical Analysis.
Oh, far from it. Far from it. I was just hanging out. So I was just hanging. We're talking. I talked to Amazon, talk some Fang, talk some DD and BZ and YMM, Weibo. Going through the biggest movers of the day. But let's
Microsoft.
Yes, but let's just start with the rundown. We'll go top down like we always do. S&Ps. What a wicked reversal we had today.
Yeah, just a little sell off the close, off the open. I had problems with that all-time closing high from Friday. No big deal. Sold off. Actually, if you were wanting to buy at Friday's low, yeah, you got a shot. Friday's Globex low 08. We went to 05 and a quarter and bounce by the dip. 26 handles, 27 handles above that as we speak. Don't know if we can get back to that all-time closing high today, but just hanging out for a day or two is not really that bad either. I know people want the market going up every day, making new highs by 20 points, but that's not reality. My reality is you fade crude here. OPEC saying, oh, we're not going to cut supply or big reversal in that, down $1.63. I think now you're going to have to worry more about this 75 area, a couple closes there to contend with, as well as the high close of the rebound. Gold flirting with 1,800 up 1,460. Did trade up to 1,850.70, but faded. Silver, that gave a lot back today. That's 60 cents off its high. It's in the red by 23 cents at 26.27. Bitcoin, we may have to stop talking about Bitcoin here. Just nothing fun, nothing moving. Up 6 1/4 at 33,910. And Ethereum, that's up 10% today. $218.25 at 23.26 and a quarter.
Yeah. All right, let's start with the big ones, the Microsoft and the Amazons. I was lamenting how befuddled and bewildered I am at how our government seems to function, because on the one hand, they cancel this big $10 billion contract, right? It was awarded to Microsoft. Amazon sued, which is, I guess, a thing that everyone does if you don't win a contract. And it was in court, and then the Pentagon says, never mind, forget that whole thing. We're going to cancel it. No suit for either of you. Now, but by the way, though, we have another contract that we need one of you to fulfill. And only Amazon or Microsoft can help us out here. So I just don't understand things. I don't know, Joel. Anyway, Microsoft is your leader today.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amazon. What did I say?
You said Microsoft.
Yeah, I meant Amazon.
I mean, come on, one bad day. I mean, come on, down 72 cents. Can't really make heads or tails out of this move based on what the government did. But the only thing you can do, you can put into focus here, is the all-time closing high from Friday. You made a new all-time high today by $1.37. You got knocked off a keister, traded down, nowhere near Friday's low, like the SPOOs, but 77.65. So big range. I can't really call any big reversal or anything because you didn't take out the previous day's low, but focus number is 277.65, and I am almost reluctant to talk about Amazon today.
Why? What happened?
It's probably
is it because they canceled Prime Day in?
No. It's because it's my worst non-trade move I've ever made in my history of investing.
Oh wow! All right.
I made a special presentation to the investment committee on Saturday. A Saturday presentation.
Okay.
It was Sunday. It was Sunday because it was the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this thing's got to go. This thing is going to go. And I said, it's been consolidating for 11 months and it's bumping up. I said, it's just going to go. I said, I think it's going to break out. I want to get in before the breakout because if they have bad earnings, I want to be able, to take the heat on it.
Yeah.
And I just
Well,
I just never. And then, Barron's was a little bit bullish on it. And then Kramer said some stuff, but it was, and she goes, well, it already went up like 300 points in the last couple of weeks. How far can it go? And I said, 4,000. And she thought I was crazy. And so it gapped up today, and I just was waiting for it to come back and fill the gap. And then I just missed it. And I am just sick to my stomach over it. I might have to take it off my screen because I rarely get that super bullish on a high price stock at the top of its trading range. I'm usually bearish.
Hold on a second. 3,600 is a long ways away from 4,000. Are you to say that there's still room to run in this thing? Let's not.
Yeah, I do.
Let's not act like the.
I know, but now I'm just, I'm it's like the worst non-trade of my life. That's all I could say. I don't even know. Now I'm afraid to buy it because then it's going to go back. I'm just not afraid. I mean, all you can do is lose money. But boy, oh boy. And then I was actually pricing up some of those options today, because I figured get some leverage.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This morning, I looked afterwards. So, I mean, the set 4,000s.
Okay.
What do you think they wanted for them earlier today? Probably even the set 4,000s.
Probably not nothing. Nothing. No?
About $4,000 per option.
What?
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
So what would it be now?
Oh, now it's probably 4,200 or 4,300. I closed the platform because it made me sick to look at it. But that's, I figured, I thought they would be cheap. No, man. High price stock, high price options. I mean, you just got to own the stock. So that's what
Yeah.
I have to come up with a new plan.
You know what this is? This is the market celebrating that Jeff Bezos is not the CEO.
I know. And I didn't think that. I didn't, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm joking, everyone. I'm joking. Just so you know, I'm being sarcastic.
No. Well, Bezos is out. The transition. I just thought,
I'm joking.
Whatever. You just gotta trade what's in front of you. You can't lament over trades that didn't happen. Whatever. I messed up. It's like, it was not going to be a huge part of my portfolio. It would have been a nice. I rarely get that bullish. So let's see if we can get a pullback.
All right. We've had some very interesting rotations today, Joel. The banks are very weak. Energy we talked about, oil is very weak. Industrials are very weak. There really isn't a lot that I would say is strong. Real estate is strong. You got some tech here and there that's doing pretty well. Healthcare is doing all right. But it's just interesting. This, money coming out of banks, energy, industrials today is what jumps out to me.
What do we talk about when we talk about banks? What do we talk about? What you need to keep?
Yeah, sure.
What do we keep an eye on? What does Triple DP preach?
TLT.
What's the TLT doing today?
Actually, I have the TNX up. I don't have the TLT.
It's up.
TLT.
It's up.
Yeah.
I think these banks. I don't know. It's just the rates. The rates aren't going up. I think is what I think people are finally starting to believe Jerome. Pumping Powell here.
Here's what I'm gonna do. And I have about a week to do it. Because JP Morgan and those guys all report next week, right? JP Morgan.
No. I think JP Morgan's when I get back. I think it's the 18th, isn't it?
I'm gonna look right now. In Benzinga Pro. Go to my earnings calendar, and they're all. Oh, wait a minute. What? Are you right? Are you right,
Of
Joel?
course I'm right. I'm always right.
Or
Or like I tell Lisa, she's always when she's having an argument with somebody, she's always right, and when she's not right, I'm right.
because I'm in the wrong calendar. That's why. No. So okay. So it's what day is
A week from
what day is the 13th?
it is when I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So I have a week. So what I want to do is I want to actually go back and look and see how these bank stocks behaved into and out of their last few earnings reports. I'm going to do that this week.
Okay.
And because we got we got Tuesday, we got Wednesday, and we got Thursday. Are the big banks.
Emily's asking, do banks run into earnings? And we talk about pre-earnings run.
Yeah.
I don't know because people are stuffed. So I think if you do get some rallies, people are going to be lightening up. I mean, you could get a pre-earnings run onto these. What's JP Morgan? Well, it's not starting today. It's down 250, and they usually start a couple days ahead of time. So I just think it's the complexion of the stock, and these things have sold off. So you might get a pre-earnings rally, but I think it's just not going to be straight up.
Mark Aguilar says TLT bought his boat today. So congratulations on that. And
Is he related to Andre Aguilar?
I highly doubt it.
I wonder. That's kind of a popular name, isn't it? Aguilar. I swam against a guy named Andre Aguilar.
Oh, I thought
100 years ago.
Okay, I thought you were going to say he played for the Tigers. Okay, moving right along here. What else was on my list to talk about? Microsoft, Facebook, all of big tech. Big tech is interesting because it's a lot of it. There's no real pattern today. Tesla's getting smacked, but
that's because. Were you around, Spencer, or were you still in the crib when we were when Solar City and that whole Tesla thing went down?
Wait, isn't that trial? Isn't that coming out? No, I was around. That was like the most obvious bailout in the history of bailouts. And the trial was starting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
this one smelled like fish from the get go, right?
It did.
Solar City was a dog, and all of a sudden one day, oh boom, take over.
So I guess Elon might be on the hook for a couple bill if he loses this lawsuit. That's just a headline I read, so don't quote me on it. But it hung out. It couldn't get to 700. Like, come on, I want to get to 700, and it just couldn't. And Tesla is volatile stock as it is and high price. It does set up technically, and look at that trading range you have. And then the news today took it to the bottom of the trading range. Do you fill the gap yet? 57.20. Oh yeah, you did, and then $6. So more than a gap fill. Very important for this to find support within the next couple days. We broke out from 635. Don't think necessarily it's going back down there, but you want to see the retreat and then kind of, make the smiley face here, make the lows and then round around and come back. So I had a good feel on this morning. Tough now. You've had the gap fill, but definitely news related on that.
Yeah. All right. And what about all the chats talking about the cyber plays? We talked about that this morning, right? Whether it's Zscaler, whether it's CyberArk, even FireEye is up 4% today. Palo Alto is having a great day, right? CrowdStrike, they're all up today. We talked about the whole sector this morning, and it's just a break. A lot of these are breaking out.
That's just kind of, a just a momentum play, and you've had this going on. These stocks caught a bid, and usually with these kind of things, it's either they open up too far and then get smacked, or they just open up and run all day, and that's what you had. Look, Palo Alto knocking on the door of all-time highs. I know CrowdStrike was already up there, so bad news. We got hacked. Oh, look at that! That broke out. That 260. We did talk about 260 there, and boy, it cleared that right off the open. New all-time high. Nice breakout for CrowdStrike.
And damn it, I forgot. We talked about this last week, I think, Joel. Why don't you pull up Generac? GNRC. Damn it! We talked about this last week. We definitely did. Anyway, there's about to be a major hurricane in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hurricane Elsa.
Huh.
And
So the Generac play. I didn't know that.
We mentioned this last week, and I forgot again.
That broke out. Another breakout for that stock has just been incredible. 3 highs in the same area, opened up there, new all-time high by a wide margin. And just be careful, because if it's like it's downgraded like a level 2A or something.
All right, excuse me.
There.
All right, now they're saying it's not that major. I'm sorry. A hurricane's a hurricane. All right, I don't know where on the hurricane scale, on the category scale, this one is falling. All I know is it's hurricane season. Okay.
Just be careful. Keep your eye on the weather. If they downgrade it, they downgrade it.
Yeah. Joe, what was I about to ask you? Oh yeah, someone just asked for levels on AMC. This chart is so interesting. It's forming this like rounding toppy formation, but at the same time it's like still in this range. I mean, if you go back far enough, but I don't know if you have any thoughts, any levels to watch on AMC, because the chart I find endlessly interesting. It just
I told Dennis 50 was a stupid number because it blew through there. People shorted it. I mean, unless you were day trading it for $1.50, you got jammed when it went through there, right? And then faded today. I don't know. I think I'm just I'm just gonna officially have to start charging for levels in AMC because I don't want to end up on Reddit boards and get picked on like Dennis. So I can make some private arrangements. I do have some offshore bank accounts. Just joking there if you're listening. But we can make some arrangements. But I guess I'm going to retire from calling levels on AMC.
All right, fine. Plug Power. RAG wants to know about
Plug your nose. Favorable in Barron's. I know that. I did 3-day weekend. I actually had time to read Barron's. Well, I got to get rid of this line because it broke. Wow, man, that's a pesky level. I don't know. Favorable Barron's. Oh, man, you backed off quite a bit off this 35. I think you're going to have to sit out a little bit more downside here. Nothing good going until you can get, there's 2 lows in the same area, but maybe have one of these formations here. Big up, coming down. So let this find some support. I'm not looking for any craziness until you can clear 3604. That was your high from last week, but not a bad chart. You undercut the low from Friday, but you recovered. So you think, $4 dip, this is the dip to buy. I think you can lean on 3202. I just don't, that 3202, I see another low at 3211. So not looking bad, not a great day. Just not going to get a lot of crazy upside until you can clear that high from last week at 3604. Boy, just when I said I didn't think the Spoos can make a new all-time closing high, the trading gods just juiced in another $5. So here we are. We're about to erase all the gains erase all the losses for the day.
Boeing is interesting. For all the crap we give Boeing, it seems to just continually be making a series of higher lows. Every dip is a higher low.
You, man. Am I on with McGee and Edwards? I mean, higher lows, boy, oh boy. Man, this stock, you filled some gaps. You got 2 lows to lean on. That's good enough for me. Not too much off that low. Exact double bottom, 33.47. Boom, 33.47. You do have some room up to 240. It just doesn't look like it just wants to do that right away. But just bad news coming out on this stock time after time. But you do have a double bottom to lean on, 33.47. Really not. I don't know. This gap's around too much, and it's too newsy for me. And Boeing, if you're listening, I think you got to start building smaller airplanes. I think these big, I mean, that's just the way I see travel going. Smaller planes, boom. I mean, less fuel, less crews. I don't know. I think I read that over the weekend too. So that's nothing
speaking of
original.
cruises, not Norwegian, Carnival and Royal Caribbean are back in the water, both of them finally. So of course
that's still looking like a sick chart.
Yeah.
3 lows in the same area. Oh man. They're back in the water. Are people on them? Is the midnight buffet open?
Yes, we know how you feel about the midnight buffet.
Got to line up at like 10 o'clock for that thing. I mean, now you're old. You had a triple bottom. That's old That's old support. Now new resistance at 25.70. Not a good sign there. Maybe hold out for this low if you're looking to buy the dip 24.29 and then under 24 bucks 23.72. 24. Now it looks like next stopping point. Jar Jar test 20, but I just don't know. I've never liked cruises. So unless you're going to Alaska, you got to do a cruise to Alaska. Royal Caribbean, yeah, that matched the lows from last week, but hello, it's still right there. So that chart's not looking good.
Yeah.
And then NCLH, that's another sick puppy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think if you're buying here, what are you leaning on? What are you leaning on? You gonna lean on 20? I mean, I guess it's
a long ways away. So.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't know, that reopening trade just seems to have faded a little bit. It has faded a couple weeks ago, and you guys got mad at me. You and Dennis were yelling at me on the pre-market show.
I don't know. Yelling is a strong word. Couple stocks I'm watching later.
DD Baba.
Yeah.
Getting smacked around, man. That Baba, that thing can't rally for the life of it. Down $6. I guess they own a chunk of this DD. DD never got to the pre-market low at 1090. Kind of looked that way. I don't know, man. There's so much news here. 1158 low. That's a decent bounce. So use the parameters from today's session on this new issue.
I am watching a couple of stocks that are on the verge of all-time highs. Chipotle and Shopify are both on the verge of ATHs here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Whew. I mean, little quieter range today. So you still got buyers, you still got sellers, still compressed. 2 highs in the same area, 1572. Backed off $4 on that, but that thing can just take that out in a heartbeat. Don't like the burritos, don't like the stock. And then what was the other one?
Shopify.
SHOP. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, what can I say about this chart? Big up day, all-time high right there. The way these things have been breaking out, they've been breaking out. Breakouts have been working. 1552, 23. Next stopping point for Shopify.
What about Box here? I saw a headline that there's an activist. Starboard has been trying to oust the CEO of Box for the past few months. I don't know if the market knew about that.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that.
I remember that they were in it. I don't remember reading that they were trying to oust the CEO. Because Box hasn't really participated with a lot of its peers. So it is back up to almost back to its IPO price, I think. No, it's not.
Support, much better, easier to find than resistance. So you look at this, what is that, 2550 area, let's call it. Spitball it right there. I do see another low at 23, but I think if you take out the 3 lows hugging 2550, you should be able to take out that 2523. So that's on the downside. On the upside, big number. You had the close. Your close on Friday at 694. Today's high 685. No upside until we can get through 27 in Boxing. What do they do? They're a software company, right?
Yeah. I'm looking ahead to Catalyst throughout the week, and really, it's quiet, guys. It is quiet. It's a really, really quiet week. There's like a but some smaller conferences, almost no earnings to speak of. I do remember mentioning this on Friday, but STLA is the one event that I'm watching for Thursday. They have their EV day.
Stella.
So it's up. It's flat today. It's up a nickel, right? But I'm watching that into Thursday. And that's
2050.
That number. For whatever reason, I kept seeing over the weekend about McDonald's. I guess because their loyalty program is launching. I don't know. I mean, we know that the street loves recurring revenue like that, but I don't know. I don't know. I just kept seeing that over the weekend for some reason. I saw a lot about McDonald's. I don't know why.
McDonald's? Okay. Or did you just go to McDonald's after you worked out at the hog?
I don't go to McDonald's. I don't eat fast food.
I do miss those Egg McMuffins, though. I used to snag one of those heading downtown every once in a while. The one right there on Northwestern. Those Egg McMuffins aren't bad. Everything else is not too good. But let's take a look at Mickey D's.
It's not bad if you close your eyes. McDonald's is actually...
Oh, quiet.
Yeah.
230. Set support. Wow, trading range. Buy 230, sell 235. Buy 230. Would have worked a few times. So until it gets out of the trading range, maybe around earnings, Mickey D's hanging out at all-time high. How's Vendy's? Well, we got a little excited there. Interesting, though. It filled the gap from the Reddit run, and it's consolidating at 23, folks. If you think Wendy's and their bacon, whatever, cheeseburgers or whatever, this is the point where it broke out from. I had the Reddit day, filled the gap. If you want to strike, this is the area.
We got Wendy's, you got McDonald's, and you got QSR is the other one that I would put in that group. And QSR has been dead for a couple of months here. So
Best Breakfast, Post Room Cafe in Chiswick, London. I haven't been there.
All right, RIG. Next time either of us are in London, we will.
What about that cereal place in London? Have you heard about that? They have thousands or not thousands, but Emily went there. She sent me a picture. I don't know what the name. I'm not a big cereal guy. What do we got? What do we want to look at here?
That's pretty much it was a quiet day. It wasn't a quiet day in the indexes, but individually, I feel like there wasn't a lot of heat.
Yeah.
So we're about to close here in 30 seconds. If you want to walk us into that, but we are well off. Actually, we got back up to
close.
No. And the Qs were actually green. In the Russell, we're not even close. But in the SPY, we at least got to, I think, the opening tick. I think so.
No, we didn't.
No.
33 top 33.78 was the open.
Just missed it.
That's all right. Hey, a little pullback. I like these kind of days because you did get a little bit of by the dip. Yeah. And you got the close up here, second all-time closing high. And you got a double top on the upside. So be easy to do the numbers and do the levels and get the setups for Wednesday.
Great.
Only 2.25 days left for me this week. Looking forward to taking a little break.
Great day for the TLT. All right, that's a wrap, guys. Smash the like. Please remember all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Money Mitch is up right now. For Joy Elconin, I'm Spencer Israel, and we're off. See you guys tomorrow.